Lovely and lock the world and done. Lock the world and done. Lovely and your time come. Fake news no run. And you bring all the gal them fun. Sending us up to the time, you know it's Kartel. Representing for Lovely and TV. #1 vlogger. Done. Oh.
And I think after the Kartel case, when I've read the comments online, I see so many still discussing the matter.
So in the year 2022, it was announced by the government of Jamaica that they'll be cutting ties with the British monarchy. And it basically opened a lot of debate. It have people that said this should have happened a while back, this should have happened a long time. And on the other end, people thinks it's a bad idea. And by the way, this is not anything new. According to my mother, this been a go on since before she born, since the 1970s. There has been debate in Jamaica on replacing the monarchy with a republic. What is a republic? For who don't know, well, a republic is a state in which supreme powers is held by the people and their elected representative, and which has an elected or a nominated president rather than a monarch. And the monarch would be like a sovereign head of state, you know, like the king or the queen. So to get the whole understanding. Anyhow, by now all know that Vybz Kartel case went before the Privy Council. It was quashed and sent back to the local court of appeal for the consideration of a retrial. But anyhow, we said the handlers of Vybz Kartel Instagram page shared an article from Nationwide News and it titled, "Kartel Success Appeal Cited for Growth in Popularity of Privy Council." And we said the handlers of Vybz Kartel page had a few words. But before we go into what the handlers had to say, let's run through the article real quick. And it reads, "Kartel's successful appeal cited growth in popularity of Privy Council. Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Marlene Malao Fort, says support for the retention of the UK-based Privy Council as the country's final appellate court appears to have grown in recent weeks. She says the support appears to have grown following the Privy Council ruling in the murder conviction of Vybz Kartel and his co-accused." By the way, this is her word, so take a listen.
The government has said that as part of the move to make Jamaica a republic, we will have to decide on a final court. At one stage, there were 3 options before us, acceding to the appellate jurisdiction of the Caribbean Court of Justice, bearing in mind that we already have the original jurisdiction. The Caribbean Court of Justice is part of our court structure because we are a member of the Caribbean community. Believe it or not, there are many Jamaicans who are saying retain the Privy Council in spite of all of the challenges. And I think after the Kartel case, when I've read the comments online, I see so many still discussing the matter.
Speaking Wednesday at a post-cabinet press briefing, Minister Malao Fort says that people are still not settled in their mind about whether they want to replace the Privy Council with the Caribbean Court of Justice, which is the CCJ. Then she continued and said this.
And some have floated the idea of a local final court because they're saying that if you move from London, you don't want to move to Port of Spain. And if we're talking about real decolonization, it means that you're bringing it to Jamaica. And even as I looked through the comments after the leader of the opposition's press release, I saw that point being raised again and again. It's just an indication that the views are many and varied on this matter, and we will have to work to arriving at consensus on it.
So viewers, that was Marlene Malao Fort, Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs. And before I go into what the handlers of Vybz Kartel Instagram page had to say, let me just say this. Personally, I believe in independence. So the consideration of cutting ties with the British monarch, to an extent that is, I agree. Given the fact that our ancestors have got through Elon back with the same monarchy who colonized us, took us from Africa and spread us all over the Caribbean. You understand me I say? But the problem is, due to the amount of corruption where they are Jamaica, I personally don't think that it is wise for us to cut ties. For example, notice how the Jamaican judicial system operates. It no work in any and everybody favor. By the way, you think a little bit of innocent man they are prison? Only if someone who know. And I always tell my brethren this. They say just like how American the biggest weapon are the media, are the same thing Jamaica though. Who know? No. I think I have to explain everything. You understand me, I say? But anyhow, viewers, subscribers, as to what I said, we see the handle as a Vybz Kartel Instagram page with a few words. In fact, they captioned it and said, Jamaican justice system is the laughing stock of the Commonwealth, and Privy Council just reinforced that reality in the minds of the people, using Vybz Kartel case. Poor people fully prison of Jamaica. A lot of them innocent, but what can they do but rot away in a cell? Because their financial and social status grant them no rights in this country. Remove the Privy Council, and you remove all remnant of hope for the poor. And to all the poor people jumping on the I hate cartel bandwagon, wait till injustice pull up on the pitney foot. You see one guy in ball blood. At least cartel can afford it. But remember, when you broke like dog. Hey, the handlers are here from them, you know. And by the way, as some is for it cute, I want the G some is for the G. Basically, I make reference to the Minister of Legal and Constitutional Affairs, Miss Malaho Ford, Marlene Malaho Ford. You get me? But as it relates to what the G just said, for all of those who are jump on the I hate cartel bandwagon, let me tell you something. And this is not first I'm going to talk about this. You have to know one of this shout in the universe. You understand me? I get to find out that people tend to go with trend. You say anything what happen right now, anything where people are talking about, anything when love people are tuning into, at that I go with. And at that me get to find out with most of them people at Jamaica. You understand me? You have these compromised vloggers who come out, speak highly biased when it comes to Vybz Kartel, and because the mass, I listen to those people, everybody depend on the bandwagon. Everybody. It's like nobody have a mind of them own again, virgin. But hey, to each his own, right? But what man say, when the G make mention of injustice, as to me say, whatsoever on the dish out in the universe, you have to know when I do. Because, for example, when I kick a man on him down and I said this and I said that and I said devil says what, you don't know how the thing really go for you. When you hear people attack, and because all them attack, they maybe sound somewhat convincing, when you believe and say, well then, yes, X for happen, that for happen. Virgin, you see when time when I get phone share the every, sometime when you get it all 10 times more. So now for no one I do in a life, Virgin. And that's just my thing. I don't know what other is man think, but that's just how me view life. I don't know because, you know, some people different, some people don't really grow yet, some people just get old, but their mind not develop. You understand me? I say, in my 20s, you get me, some people in them 30s, 40s, 50s, and possibly 60s. To all me hear them talk on the internet, me have to say, Jano star. Jano. Again, to each his own. Any of you are subscribers want to think about this, let me know what I'm going in the comment section. And for now, I'm going to leave the video right here. So, but I don't know it go. On the boy lovely, you know, always break the latest tune as soon as possible. So until next time, big up on yourself every time. I'm out.